In last 1 year, I have lost 15 kilos. But it was never a linear progress. I had many days of binging and cycling back. So I was going in a vicious cycle for a while. So I'll teach you 4 things I have learned during this time, which would help you to go through your lean journey a bit more faster and get out of this rut if something occurs like that. So the first things, bad days and good days. So on your good day, everything seems quite easy. It's easy to stay on the diet, go to the gym, stay consistent with the walking. So those days you don't have to really worry about. But some days start as bad. You know from the beginning of the day that this is gonna be a hard day because it might be your mood, it might be a lot of hunger or like other factors. You kind of know that this is gonna be a bad day. So what you want to do on those days is to really think how you're gonna eat. You pre-plan what you're gonna eat and also try to stay away from temptations and don't go to supermarket and try to buy something out of that 1 minute decision. So always be on top of mind, understand your emotions that this is your bad day and try to avoid temptations and also be on top of that mind. Being mindful is the main technique here. 2. Plan ahead for a social event or a family day. So already you are in a calorie deficit, but for this special event, for a week, go for a deficit of extra 200 calories. This is called calorie banking. So you can use that extra 200 calories every day, which adds up to 2 into 6 days, which is 1,200 extra calories, which you can eat for an extra meal in the weekend. So you can skip one of that meal, which might be also 500, then above that add this 1,200 calories, which roughly gives 2,000 calories extra for you to eat. So this will help you to plan ahead and not go into a overeating cycle. 3. Deal the cravings with alternatives. What I mean by that, if you have a craving for sugar or a chips or something different, always understand the cravings and understand you are having a craving but not for the specific chocolate or an ice cream or something. So what you should do is try to buy an alternative food source which is low in calorie or low in carbs and try to compensate it. For the last day, I had a big craving. So what I did was I bought a banana and also a Pepsi Max. This will help me to go with my sugar cravings and also had a low calorie ice cream from Muscle Nation. This all helps me to get away from that sugar cravings. I was also craving for some chips. So one thing I did was to buy a almond chips, which is only 160 calories for 40 grams, which is a lower alternative of a Doritos or Lay's or any other chips. So always try to understand that craving and go for the alternate food source. Number 4, stop starving yourself to compensate for a bad day. This will only increase your cravings, which eventually leads to a binging episode. Because when you're more hungry, your body will crave and your brain literally wants to eat because it's saying that you are starving, you might die, so it needs food. So it will try to bring up all the games and your mental game becomes really challenging to resist and you ultimately cave, having a really big binging episode. Hope these tips make sense. If you have any doubt, comment below. Thank you.